PlayStation 5 is here! I've had it for an entire week now, so these are my thoughts on the console, the launch lineup, and my overall experience so far. Let's start with the console itself. We'll work from the outside in, shall we? No matter your opinion on the design of the console, you can at least admit that Sony have tried something different here, and I think that's commendable. Yeah, it's pretty big, but if you're using it vertically, that doesn't really matter, and from a design perspective, it looks best standing up, so it's obviously meant to be used vertical, but of course, not everybody will want to do that, so laying the console horizontally is definitely a choice that can be made, and that's where space may become an issue for some people. This thing needs plenty of space around it for airflow, unless you eventually want to hear the PS5 fans' rendition of the PS4 fans' rendition of a jet engine, which I think we can all safely say nobody wants anymore. So make sure you keep it well ventilated, because at the moment the console is whisper quiet, and that's nice. If you want my full thoughts on the DualSense, you can go check out my video all about it, but I will say here that the DualSense controller is a goddamn revelation, and unless developers immediately stop doing cool shit with it, it may take me a while to get over the cool shit it does. The haptics in the DualSense are the most amazing use of controller vibration since, well, the DualShock, and the possible varied uses for the adaptive triggers are incredible. The DualSense is my favourite controller in quite a while, and I really hope its battery life and thumbsticks hold up better over time than the DualShock 4's did. Onto the PS5's UI now, and, you know, I was kind of down on it originally because of the smaller game icons and the loss of the PS3 and 4's themes, and those things are still bummers, but they have minimal impact on the overall experience of using the console, and the overall experience of using the console is pretty freaking sweet. It's easy to find the things you need for the most part. I would prefer if the trophy section had its own icon in the control center rather than needing to go to my profile to find them, but again, that's such a small criticism. I like the activity cards a lot, getting you straight into a certain part of the game when you need to get something done quick. I use those a lot for getting the platinum in Astro's Playroom, and those cards, along with the almost non-existent load times thanks to the PS5's internal SSD, made for a very easy platinum that I may not have bothered with on previous consoles. The one huge revelation on the PS5 that I haven't seen many people talk about yet is Game Share. Game Share may just be the coolest, most next-gen thing I've used so far. You may be aware of Josh the Top Hat Gamer. If you're not, go check out his channel. But Josh owns Sackboy: A Big Adventure. Sackboy has co-op play, but it's local only. There's no online play built into the Sackboy game. I also do not own Sackboy, so even if it did have online play, I wouldn't be able to play it with Josh. So here comes Game Share to the rescue. Using Game Share on the PS5, Josh was able to send me a video stream of Sackboy running on his console, and I was able to join his game and play alongside Josh as another Sackboy with decent image quality and very minimal lag. It was insane, not only because of what we were able to do, but also because of how well it worked with our garbage Australian internet. Also, I repeat, I don't own the game, so this opens up the door to actually share your games over the internet with your friends. Not really into Souls games, but want to try Demon's Souls to see if it's good enough to change your mind? Ask a friend who has the game if you can play their game, and all they have to do is invite you and give up their console for a while. It's mind-blowing stuff. Now, a console launch is nothing without games, and boy, does PS5 have games. Not only can you play most PS4 games on your new hardware, some with better frame rates and resolutions, but you also have a decent roster of new games. Miles Morales, Demon's Souls, Sackboy, Bugsnax, The Pathless, they're all very good games, and those are just the PlayStation exclusives. Then you have Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Dirt 5, Watch Dogs Legion, Devil May Cry 5, Borderlands 3, No Man's Sky, and Mortal Kombat 11, all got PS5 versions at launch. Yeah, some of those are older games, but these are all significant enough upgrades to warrant calling them new games made for PS5, and for the most part, these are well-reviewed games that I would recommend. Although, do note that I haven't played much of Valhalla or Legion, both of which I didn't enjoy enough to play for long, so do with that information what you will. The standouts for me at this point have been Astro's Playroom and Miles Morales, and the fact that one of those games is free with the console is pretty crazy. So if you get a PS5 and don't play Astro, you must be out of your goddamn... So yeah, this is easily the best PlayStation launch of all time. It's almost devoid of games that seem to exist just because they wanted something that looked next gen. You know the ones. Games that are decidedly average to play but look really pretty, a la Killzone Shadowfall. The only game that you can really aim this criticism at for the PS5 launch is Godfall, which is so over the top in its visual design that they make everything reflective for absolutely zero reason. Like this bench. Why? Next gen, that's why. And also, yeah, it plays like garbage. Don't play Godfall. Let's wrap this up, shall we? I love the console. I love the game so far. The UI is fast, the load times are fast, the controller feels amazing, the console is quiet when it's not reading a disc, and the experience as a whole has been a pleasant one. Next gen is now new gen, and if this is just the beginning, then the future of this generation is looking very promising.